not there, and if someone doesn't want to be in that environment, they have every right to move on.
So you're saying,
Because the scenario and situation today is very different.
yes, so you're saying first is to try and maintain the harmony, and if the harmony cannot be maintained, then moving on is fine.
Yes, it is
That's
fine.
one.
Yes.
Now let's focus on the maintaining the harmony. So what will be your advice to both the elderly parents and the younger generation, adult, intelligent younger generation, and also wise older parents? So what is your recommendation how the harmony could be maintained within the family?
Harmony will be maintained at an individual soul level when you don't have too much of expectation. You accept that it was I who wanted my children to get more educated. It was me who wanted them to go and see the big world and explore. Correct? Then, when you have given them that opportunity, they've had their learnings and they will operate from that space or from that platform because you have given them that exposure. If you don't give them that exposure, then they don't know. Correct?
That part is clear, Baba, that we wanted the best and they have become very good and they become the best. But the byproduct of being the best is these kind of conflicts within the family of harmony.
So the conflict, the best way to handle conflict is there should be no expectation.
Okay, so your answer is
Yes.
no expectation from
No.
each other, except the way.
Accept, if it happens, so be good, so be it. If it does not happen, so be it. Yes, it hurts, right? Because you would like your family unit to be together. But times are very, very different. From having many children, you come down to very simple nuclear families.
Correct. So what Baba you're saying is that you completely understand and accept that these are the causes of family disharmony and stress, and you don't think this is anything but natural progression related issues, and therefore you're saying not to worry but to accept and have less expectation and try and manage, and if you can't manage, let it go, let the family move in two different directions and yet not face the conflict being under the same roof.
Absolutely correct. That's right. At the end of the day, it's a very individual soul journey, isn't it? So you are coming with your own will and wish, and you are experiencing it or exploring it or dealing with it in your own way. But the basic morals are very much should be intact. That you don't hurt, you don't cheat, right? Create too much of disharmony within the family for your own vested interest.
Right.
Right. So keeping that in mind, you've got to strike the balance.
So just to summarize this question, as I told you, we'll keep question answers short. Just to summarize, what will be, Baba, your advice to the older parents, and what will be your advice to the younger children and the, you know,
Yeah, in short, live and let live. You've done your responsibilities and duties, right? If somebody wants to reciprocate, so be it. If that they don't want to reciprocate, so be it. But you make sure that your circle is strong enough for yourself so that you're not dependent on anyone.
So that's the advice to the older parents. What is the advice to the younger children?
That you need to be indebted and be graceful about everything that you have received from your elderly parents. And you should not forget that. You should not forget your line of duty and line of respect. But if you think that you would like to maintain and manage that line of duty and respect by moving apart and keeping the harmony going, so be it.
Thank you. I think that sums up. Just a point which comes in my mind is the old saying that the family who eats together stays together, the family who prays together stays together. So maybe the solution can also come from making an environment in the family all are together while they are having the dinner. Family do have engaged into spiritual pursuits together, prayers together, and I think prays together, stays together concept.
Yes, those are the impression and sanaskaras that you give. What you have passed, you will pass on as a lineage, right? But if the children want to learn and be part of it, they are very welcome to. But in their quest for their own needs, If they have forgotten their somewhere they have forgotten to be part of that understanding that has been given to them, well, it's up to them how they want to take it forward for their own children and what expectation they will have, because they will go through the same circle.
What they learn from the parents, they will pass on to their
And
children.
if they don't want to execute it with their own parents, it's up to them how much they want to engage with their own children, make their children part of all this.
So there are benefits of aligning with parents, because you will be parent tomorrow, and
yes, absolutely,
and therefore you will pass on what you learned from your ancestors to the next generation.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Baba. That was. Do you like to say anything in summary, or otherwise I'll go to the next question?
No, be kind and loving, be understanding, and be indebted to what your parents do for you.
Like we are indebted to you, Baba, as our universal parent.
Yes, when you're constantly engaging with me, you're constantly getting advice, right? But if you don't wish to engage, then you are on your own path, and so be it.
Thank you, Baba.